Good morning, everybody. My name is Trevi Truck, and today is going to be a very exciting day. I am having my very first Zoom meeting. To prepare for a Zoom meeting, you need a lot of things. Let me tell you that it's not like being in a regular classroom or a meeting room in the physical realm world of being at work in a building. Let me tell you, there is so many essentials out there. I have a basket of things that will really support you in your journey to become an online, electronic, and technological communicator. So I'm going to put this window pane aside for now because I don't really need it at the moment, but we'll get there. So let me be clear. because in this basket hold a lot of great treasures that I'm going to be walking you through step by step. The first of which is this towel right here. This big green striped, with the big old stripe being the dark green and the shorter, lighter, thinner stripe. But they're both the same size and width, length, horizontal length. But this could be used if you really want to get comfortable and sit on the couch or in a room or on your bed or at a desk with a computer, especially judging by how it looks outside right now, especially if a Zoom meeting is in the winter time. It's weird. It should not be cold and snowy and windy and just really, really brisk. It's just unbelievable. Let me tell you something. May is actually the month for dysfunction, not March. Sometimes it can turn green and lush and thriving for springtime. Flowers can come out, the temperature warms, the sun gets more at a downward angle close to the summer, the days grow longer. All of that, all of the energy, all of the buildup could be wasted reverting right back to winter time and then coming back again and start again in June for spring, or at least when the sun enters Gemini. But this blanket saves millions of lives that have having to survive in Alaska or a very cold, poor climate where they are sitting by a fire and they basically have nothing. And this is the only Indian American object jewel in this entire household that can really be there to nurture and be there for comfort. As a great native ancestor grandmother or grandfather is telling their old ghostly classic stories that they'll be enlightened and entranced by. And one day, they will tell their generations. But I don't want to get too historical, because we've already talked about this blanket. Another object that I see in here is a glove. Well, this is actually a mitten. But looking at it, it's actually not a mitten, because this is the one thing that you can use to clean up any area at the outside of your house where you don't want to put your finger in the cold, bitter, chilled off, freezing snow. So you put this on. Whatever the situation, whatever the area, you can use this handy and effectively. And if you put your finger inside of it, it'll just feel like a nice, warm, pillowy blanket that's just so soft and so warming to the heart and to the soul. Again, a lifesaver. Getting hypothermia and freezing and about to die of, and here's another thing, frostbite. Particularly if you are Iditarod racing right now, or they were in the starving time, or in a Shackleton's ship crew. They need to really be taken up on things like that, let me tell you. Here's something else that I want to bring a little bit of light into is this. When you have a space that is completely covered in snow and ice, use this to scrape it off really quickly and really thoroughly. there's something just pleasurable about doing that. And also when it comes to peeling a carrot, I just really like the feeling and the seeing of just the skin coming off of the carrot. I don't know how to explain it, but I think that you get what I'm talking about. But so let's talk about this. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is the one and only cutting edge household tool to use when it comes to cluing away windows and cluing away to discover secrets and unveil truths from the snow. This includes your car windows, this includes the glass, whatever it might be. In the winter time, and especially in the late fall time, we like to have fun. We use this little mallet that we use. That is traditionally used by judges at the court. And so, why don't we have a little bit of entertainment and games in the most depressing and most boring, bluish time of year? When we want to make justice served, we pick up the stick, we address the case. If there's anything going off of balance, if there's any chaos at all, we slam this down on the table and we say, order in the court. I am in charge. I am in control. I run this situation. I am here to keep the stability. What an Aries message. What a cardinal Capricornian message. It just needs someone earthly and grounded and practical to be in a courtroom. And yes, it can get boring and slow at times, pretty low, but that's just life, basically, everybody. And I'm certainly feeling a little bit of that, really, that conflict, that intensity, that edginess today, with all the astrological planets in their squarings. They don't get along. So, I just want to talk about this. This has been around for millennia. It's been used at small country, rural towns, villages. It was used in To Kill a Mockingbird, believe it or not, as they addressed the case of Tom Robinson. And everybody claimed that he raped a woman when he really did not, being racist over his skin color, his skin color, when he wasn't doing anyone any harm. That's what you call a mockingbird right there. It's used as a metaphor. Deemed, looked down upon, and unwealthy, and unwise in society as that. Your horoscope, by the way, Sun in Aries, Moon in Aquarius, so no wonder. Now, this mallet is very sturdy and it's very, very strong. It really, really is a symbol of power, prestige, and hierarchical status. So you can train mock trial with so many different cases, and you can be the judge. If something goes wrong, you can say, order in the court. Now look at this little balloon right here. I just really like these little gadgets that you use. It's just so nice. This can be used to scrape up anything just the same as snow. However, snow and ice doesn't stick to the rollers. Cleans up hair pretty well, gets mud off of something. It makes things spotless. So I'm going to talk about the features of this. So it has a little roller that something can get in there and can stick to it. And so then you just, when you put it on a surface, you just kind of roll, just kind of clean off of the dust or the crap or maybe the bug leftovers that's on anything. And it will really, really, really make a difference. Let me tell you. It's the only thing that I can think to say about that. And over here is another little tool. This is a squeaker. It's not a squeaker. It's a horn, air horn. That's what it says. Yes. This can be used to ward off any dangerous predator coming into your house. Cockroaches, a bear, spiders, you name it. Also, maybe people who come and try to rape and try to steal and attack in your home. Yeah. So this is used only for emergency. The power of this and the energy of this is precious and can't be played on like a toy. Although I really, really want to use this, but there are some limitations and conditions, regulations with this air horn. It sounds from miles away. And again, it works really quickly. This is just a rope. It's just a beautiful stripy design with blue, red, and green and orange all across the lineage, which you can use if you're climbing mountains or big rocks to tie to something if you're trying to, I don't know what the thing is, but this is pretty handy also as a tool to use. So it's a rope with a little hook to hook onto something and to drag, and if you're trying to, tug a war and pull that thing back from like a wall crevice, shall we say. Here's a little tennis ball used to play golf even. You can use to, hit, throw, kick, whatever game, sports game that match this size of a ball that's efficient and that it works for this. So anything else? Oh yes. This is a towel used to get any dirt off something, used to dry your hands or dry your body, clean you off in emergency. So a towel, we all know that. And do I have anything else? I have some paper towels. Don't know why. Substitute as a napkin, maybe. But this is some rolling and some measuring tape to get precise widths and whatever. Excellent. Excellent. now we come to the window pane. So this window pane, you can look through it and you can see practically. And this is great at picking up any dirty bugs, any spider webs. And this is just the cleaner for the windows. So anything that's hanging that's just disgusting and that takes up space and doesn't need to be there, this is the tool to use. It has a nice, thin but sturdy screen. It has a nice sides to it, as you can see. So, again, and it could also be used as a surface to put things on. So if I wanted to put a calculator on it, if I wanted to put, I don't know, paper, that's basically it. So this is used in an emergency, and this is not necessary because we already have these things attached and applied to the windows. But it never hurts to have a spare.